It's day 19 of not walking from Mexico to Canada on the Pacific Crest Trail, and I am back home in Washington, D.C. As far as my ankle, it is definitely better. I am able to walk without limping, which if you watched my PCT videos there at the end, huge improvement. I've had a couple of doctor's appointments and I'm hopefully starting physical therapy this week. Something I mentioned in passing in my last videos, but I think speaks to like how badly I needed to get off trail, but didn't realize it at the time. So I ended up developing nerve damage in my left arm, essentially like carpal tunnel. I was supporting my body weight so much with my trekking poles, particularly on my left side, because my ankle was just like not able to bear weight at the end, that I was putting so much pressure like on my pole repeatedly that I ended up doing some sort of damage to this nerve here. So I'm experiencing like a lot of numbing and tingling in these two fingers and like a lot of pain in this arm. That is also getting better, and I think mostly with time and a little bit of like PT/OT on that hand should be like right as rain. But yeah, I think ultimately the arm secondary injury was a good reminder that if you're giving yourself secondary injuries because you're compensating for your primary injury, like you need to take care of yourself. Like it was time. I started the PCT with every intention of seeing it all the way through, and so not being able to do that, even for really valid reasons, like feels crappy. It just feels not good. But you know, being able to look back and be like, oh, your girl was not making it to Canada, and just knowing that was just how the dice were rolled for this particular adventure for me, like that makes it feel better. In terms of what's next, what the next adventure is, I have no idea. And as a type A chronic planner, that is both very stressful and very freeing. Current thoughts are some sort of section hike on the Appalachian Trail, which is logistically very easy for me since I already live just a few hours from the trail here in Washington, D.C., or maybe some sort of cross-country road trip, or heading back to the West Coast and trying to do some section hikes. I've had a lot of questions about people saying, oh, do you want to just like jump back on trail, like jump to Kennedy, or maybe jump to Shasta and do like the northern portion of the trail. Unfortunately, the like nature of my injury after like talking to medical professionals is one that like this injury is going to keep happening until I fix the like underlying gait and like muscular issues in my body that would need to be corrected in order to like stop the pronation and the hip alignment issues. Basically, I don't want to recommit to getting back on trail until I feel reasonably certain that I'm not going to just have an injury relapse and potentially do like permanent damage to my body. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I've otherwise been spending a lot of time with my dog and my husband and doing things like going to lots of museums around DC, and yeah, we're gonna have an adventure. It's just gonna look a little different.